like their posture is going to be down. So when we're here in guard, and I'm having to keep his posture controlled, I'm going to start walking up, and at that point, he's going to be pushing a little bit because he's not going to just let me come way out. So notice I've pushed back a wrist. I have his posture still controlled. I'm most likely doing a collar tie here, and I'm stepping on his hip. And I can step on this hip too, but at this point, I'm using my leg to come up. I hip escape out. There's a little hip. I'm not here flat. If Sean keeps me flat, it's going to be very hard to do this unless I pull off a Hail Mary by shoving and then really getting that in there. And it had to be a pretty quick movement. While I can also make him feel like he's giving me pressure, and notice I'm up on my side. I tell you guys this all the time. Come on around, Jacob, Lucas, all you guys from over there. If you guys are staying flat, it's going to be really hard to have any kind of guard. That's the problem with guard. Like, not the problem, it's the thing about guard that they don't tell you. You have to have an excellent core for it, especially in NoGi. It's very hard to control your opponent and keep them in, but look at the control here. I've got a collar tie, I'm pushing back on his wrist or his elbow. I typically don't aim for the small part. If I have a hold of his wrist, great, but most likely you'll see me pushing back like this. I've got his collar, I've got the collar tie here, and I'm also keeping him close with this leg out here. There's a lot of things going on, right? I'm not back here flat and let him start pushing my legs down and start getting the pass. I hip escape out, I've got everything, I've pushed it back, and now I've got my leg up, right? Even if I don't push it back and his wrist is up here, I can still shove the wrist down, and now I'm up and I've got my angle. I'm here, hit his arm, and go for that arm bar. So I want your partners on top. Get that pressure, get it, establish it, really learn how to work in guard now. So get good pressure here and realize what you need to do to get up to your side. Okay, now I feel good, I'm up on my side. He's gonna have to advance somehow. I'm gonna have to get up, hold that wrist and push it down. Learn how to step on these hips and get these angles. Now I'm into my triangle here. Got the arm, now I can just turn it, arm bar. Questions? This is the stuff I want you to work these positions, because it's not always going to work out how you want it, right? It's called the gentle art, but you got to move. You got to push back, okay? Questions?
Will you start in closed guard?
Yes, we're going to start, I want you guys starting in closed guard, because I want you to know what it's like to have to get up here, step on a hip, get it to your side. I don't want them smashing you. I don't want you guys smashing your partners. We're just doing technique. But just grab them, get there so they know what they need to do. For me, I've got long legs, so if I can get my legs in here and step on a hip, you guys definitely can, right? So it's harder for me to create that space. Hip escape just enough to get up to my side. I've got him controlled. He can't back. If he has to back out or posture up, I'm going to keep all that control right here. Find that wrist. Shut it down, shoot for your try. Question? 1, 2.